hey everybody, what? Why are you still visible? Hang on. That's not what I want. Why are you? There we go. All right. Hi everyone. All right, let's get logged in. I hope you guys are ready for Monster Hunter nonsense. I thought this quest was... Oh, hang on. There we go. I was troubleshooting some stuff and forgot to turn the monitoring off, so I was hearing myself talk, which I hate. All right, but let's get logged in. Good news, bad news. Good news. Oh, good news, bad news, technically. Good news. Fairy apparently has completed, Exausia, or Exausia? Exausia, that's what it is. And when I was in there earlier today, I managed to get some pieces of glamour I really wanted, because I happen to have enough credits on me. Bad news, Gilgamesh is, like, at least 2 phases behind, because we still don't even have, like, access to the little mushroom tree. Oh, I forgot I was here when I logged off. One moment. But yeah, so, and I want to do the quests on my main before, I do them on this character. But before I go to Tuliolo, hang on, I can show off. Ta-da! Look at my cute little cosmic exploration glamour. Isn't she cute? It is very similar to, okay, the differences, I should say, is I have the what's dyed black and what's dyed blue on the real Shizune's chest piece swap from Shizuru. Pants are the same. I have access to better shoes on Shizune, and I'm using goggles instead of these cool shades on Shizune. But I really like how this looks. So yeah. Anyway, let's head to Tuliolo. Game? Game? I know you didn't just freeze on me. In the middle of a stream. Oh my god. Did it actually? Hello? What? Oh, it crashed. The message just didn't show up. Hang on. Hi, guys. Hi. What's up? I need to log back in. What a great start to today's stream, right? Anyway. Let me get us back in. No gaming. Yeah. Also, hey, Core. Did you hear me bemoaning the fact that Gilgamesh is behind in Cosmic? By, like, a lot. And by, like, a lot, I mean, we don't have the mushroom building yet. The super cool... Like, I'm guessing Gilgamesh is, like, two behind. But yeah. Oh yeah, that means that you can see my new Glimmy Glam as soon as we're actually logged in again. Oh, so wait, when you say we were first, you mean first? Oh shit. I didn't contribute because all the cosmic, like, yesterday was the first time I stepped foot in cosmic exploration on this character. But I help on Giggle. I help on Greg. My home. Also, I will say, oh cool, it was nice enough to like teleport me before I crashed. It just didn't show up on screen. But yeah. Anyway, my cosmic exploration glamours keep getting a song stuck in my head. And I thought I knew which song it was. Turns out I was wrong. But yeah. Because I thought it was Space Oddity by oh no, why am I forgetting his real name? David Bowie, there we go. I was like, Ziggy Stardust? That's technically correct, but that's not right. But no, I thought it was Space Oddity by David Bowie, but like a female cover. But no, I was wrong. It wasn't. It was a different Major Tom song. I had Calling Home stuck in my head. Which is a different song. Also about Major Tom, but yeah. I had the female version of Calling Home stuck in my head for both this character and on my main. Where you were playing Alan Wake ahead of Control coming out? Or just cuz? No, it's not Calling Home stuck. It's Calling Home. It's the one where Major Tom, like, basically fakes, uh-oh, something's wrong with my ship. I guess I'm stuck in space forever. Tell my wife I love her. And then he, just sort of stays in space because he thinks it's his home. But everybody back on Earth thinks he's dead. Ah. Are all those games set in the same, like, universe, or are they just by the same developers? I have to remember where this quest starts. Also, oh yeah, I put together a bunch of summer glamours. Shared universe. Oh, that's interesting. Man, I've been told I should play Alan Wake because writer. They're like, you're a writer. And yeah, you're notoriously awful at horror games, but like, you should totally play Alan Wake. I know, I've watched, okay, before you try to tell me, no, it's not horror, I have watched Josh Strife Hayes' video on the first game. FYI. But yeah, anyway, so I have a couple of cute little summer glamours. I have to decide which one I want to wear for, this is more my beach glam. This is for Moonlight Fire Fair, specifically. Look, okay, we'll add it to the list for the distant future after I finish making everybody mad about my opinions about parts of Final Fantasy XIV with some apology offerings in the form of me critiquing things that people do think needs to be rewritten. Doing my least controversial video probably ever, which will be about Final Fantasy XV. I have a video idea involving Dragon Ball, which I'm sure people will, well, the people who will get mad at my opinions about Dragon Ball are probably not my target audience to begin with. I have mixed feelings about Resonance, because I saw it and I was like, man, I don't know how I feel about that. That feels really mobile gamey. Just to find out that it was their way of preserving the mobile game. So I wasn't wrong. I think I dabbled with the mobile game at one point, years and years and years ago, and then fell off it, but we'll have to see. I do want to do a series of videos going into, like, what Final Fantasy games get referenced in each expansion of Final Fantasy XIV. I know I've seen somebody critique the Endwalker patch quests because, oh, it's just Final Fantasy IV, but like reskin. I'm like, but yeah, but so is Shadowbringers, and people love Shadowbringers. Yeah, like I have so many videos I still need to like hunker down and make, and hopefully me doing more scripted shorts will help with that because it'll free up time that I'm not gonna have to spend scrubbing VODs. But yeah, I don't know why I never got back into Brave Exvius. I did have it on my phone for a really long time. I also haven't touched, granted, the only mobile game I play consistently, at least for the last couple of months, has been Arknights. Oh, that's cool. I do kind of wish that they had gotten rid of the whole, like, oh yeah, you can summon other Final Fantasy characters from other Final Fantasy games from it then, to make it really feel more like a single-player game, but we'll see how it goes. I might play it eventually. It's not my highest priority. Oh, right, hang on. I was trying to decide what glamour I wanted to use. Not that. That's my... Oh yeah, this is the Beast, the glamour I've put together for Beast Tamer. What do you guys think? That still feels weird. Damn it. Damn it. I might want to stream that some days just so that I can be like, look at me! I know so much! I probably have to replace some things, but yeah, look at my pretty Beastmaster glamour. Imagine this girl with axe and shield. I'm pretty sure fake fans are just gonna look things up on the internet. You'll know. No, okay. The fake fans will be split into two categories. The people who suffer because they're just relying on Google AI summaries and getting answers wrong. And then the people who are using no AI DuckDuckGo. Oh, I already have my Evercold glamour. I have two of them. Behold. I have my AC on, so just looking at my character in more cold weather stuff is not going to affect me the way it might. But yeah, this is Evercold Glamour #1. I plan on changing her hair for Evercold too, but you guys will have to wait until the expansion actually comes out to see that. But so yeah, behold, Glamour #1 that I'm leaning more towards because I don't want it to look too much like the two glamours that I have set aside for my main. I'll have to show you my main later, and then this is the backup. Oh. You can't really see it very well on her right now just because of, like, the rain and the lighting, but, well, I can move over here. This helps. Kinda. My main is in the link shell! I'm not gonna dox her on stream, but, like, if you're in the link shell, you might notice that right now there is 2 Shizunes. That's gonna change, when Evercold drops, because lore-wise, canonically, this character's name is not actually Shizune. She lied. She's running around. This is why I want her glamours to look different from my mains and not just have her be, like, a straight-up carbon copy. And I try to do that with, like, all her glamours, is, besides the fact that I have access to different stuff on this character. Oh yeah, also this is the glamour I'm thinking about using for, the Savage Raids, starting next week. Or this one. This was the one I was doing when we were doing the main raids. Or the original ones. Anyway, the lore for this character is that she has a twin sister who was a fairly famous, adventurer. And when she started adventuring, she still wore her hair like her sister. They look like... I mean, you say fake Shizu, but that's exactly it. Well, not fake Shizu, just fake Shizune. Because her real name is Shizuru. But her sister was the actual, like, famous, the real Shizune was the, like, famous adventurer. And one day when she was, like, trying to find a job, an adventuring job in, like, Gridania, somebody mistook her for her sister and offered her a really well-paying job. And she was just like, oh, no, Chizu's different. Chizu's the cat in the corner of my stream overlay. Chizu is my mascot, excuse you. But anyway, so they were like, oh my god, are you Shizune? And she's like, and they're like, I have this really well-paying, like, this job for you. I promise to pay you well. And she was like, yes, I am Shizune. And then from there, the lie snowballed. Oop. Okay, hello? Hang on. There we go. Hello? Am I alive? Can you guys hear me? I'm reaching out to you from the void. I have to make sure that the YouTube stream is working properly. Did something happen to my internet? Is that what's going on? I don't know. I know my PC needs to be updated, but... Oh, look at that! An issue I was having with, like... I know, I'm aware I exploded. OBS and VTube Studio crashed. But hey, on the plus side, there was some issue that was preventing me from being able to snooze ads from OBS. And that seems to have magically fixed itself now. Whoop, hang on. There we go. Let me fix something. Anyway, Twitch is gonna want to run ads again since the stream restarted. I may also have to make sure that the YouTube stream is working properly. Is Firefox not working? Okay, let's see here. Let me in. Okay, cool. I am still live, right? Yes? Stream looks good on YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Okay, cool. We are still live. It never ended the stream. Okay, cool. We are okay. Sometimes it feels like the game actively does not want me streaming. Or not the game. I think Final Fantasy XIV still likes me, but something in the universe sure hasn't been happy with me the last few weeks. Oh, uh-oh. Hang on, streamer bot isn't working. Let's get that back up. Is anything else not working right now? Obviously, my chat widget stuff is working because I can see you in the stream preview core. Streambot is back online. Anyway, at least my... Hang on, I probably shouldn't say this without being able to knock on something. But hopefully my power doesn't go out, because it's been really hot. And I finally have my AC hooked up, but, like, that sometimes causes problems. If we can at least get through tonight's stream, I will be okay. Anyway, welcome back from the ads, everybody. Okay, we're good. I'm gonna finish explaining Shizuru's lore, and then we will continue with the actual stream. So where was I? Oh, right. So she's, like, adventuring using her much more successful sister's name. And, like, the Scions totally know, because it's not like they aren't also getting reports about the real Shizune's activities elsewhere in the world. And, like, yeah, but they're waiting for, it's kind of like with Lise, where they're waiting for Shizuru to start being honest with them on her own, because they figure she's got her reasons. And then during Stormblood, she started feeling really, really, really bad about everything, but she didn't know how to, like, tell the truth. So she found a middle ground. It was just like, hey guys, just call me Shizu. We're, like, so close now. You don't have to call me by my full name. Just call me Shizu. And then it turns out both sisters got gotcha-pulled into, onto the first, because it turns out Graha knew both of them. And in this version of the story, that's why he kept failing his gotcha pull, was because he thought he was trying to summon one person, but he was actually thinking about two different people. So he kept missing. He did end up succeeding in summoning both of them. They were both on the first for Shadowbringers. I figure, because, oh yeah, also in this version, there's two Azums. Azum was two people. Azum was a pair of twins. I've been toying with maybe making them Gemini, but I'm not sure. Fun fact, my headcanon for my main is that, as Azum, her real name was Kiran, or Kiron, Kyron, however you pronounce it. The centaur who became Sagittarius, basically. But anyway, so, yeah, well, that's what happens in Shadowbringers. Graha keeps, failing his gotcha pull, and then he gets us through pity. It's just in this case, he did it twice, or maybe even succeeded in getting Shizune at one point, but, like, it wasn't Shizuru who he actually had in mind, because she was the one who was there for Crystal Tower. I'm thinking maybe some of the side content in canon may have actually been Shizune. Like maybe the Eden raids was actually Shizune, not Shizuru. Anyway, so yeah, and then, like, Endwalker happens, and they both had their own adventures, and then Dawntrail happens. And Shizuru and the Scions arrive in Tuliolol, and then Erenville is like, oh, by the way, I met somebody who I think might also, be a good fit for our little party as part of, Wuklamot's entourage. And who should it be? Shizune! Much to Shizuru's horror. So she has to start being honest and be like, yeah, hi, so, I'm Shizuru. Shizune thinks it's all very funny. So Shizuru related a lot to Wuklamot because of the whole imposter syndrome thing. And yeah, and now that's why I have this character wearing her hair short, because Shizune wears her hair long, and she's like, their sense of style, and like part of the reason why it was so easy for her to pass herself off as Shizune is because they're almost identical except for their eyes, and like, the way I describe their sense of style is, it's not a complete circle, but it sure as hell is a very round oval. So yeah, and I try to challenge myself to, like, have them have slightly different glamours. Which brings us back to the original topic of, like, me having slightly different glamours for her Forever Cold compared to the two glamours I have prepared for her sister. But yeah. And I'm planning on using both sisters for my content. With certain videos that are going to be coming out, and this is partially because Shizune, the real Shizune, has emotes from old events and stuff that I don't have on this character, and I don't feel like spending the money on emotes when I have them on my main. So, Shizune Redacted will be taking up the role of Shizune Daskar, the real Shizune Daskar, for certain videos I'm going to be doing, like certain shorts I'm going to be doing on my channel coming up. And yeah, anyway, now we're going to go back to we're going to start the content we were originally supposed to do today. Now, universe, is there anything else you'd like to have go wrong with the stream before I start the quest? Any more crashes? Any more bugs or glitches? Huh? Does anything else want to go wrong? I mean, yeah, why spend money on the show left and show right emotes when I have them on my main? And, like, personality-wise, it also fits that Shizune would be the one running around the world being like, why don't we have... Is there anything here that's a good example? Oh, of course there is. Hang on. Maybe not here. But actually, yeah! Look at this cute little, like, very different ink and quill from the housing item we have. Let's have this as a housing item, please. I think we have the cute little lamps. These baskets would be cute. There's all those cars all over, Alzesia that I would love for us to get, like, refurbished versions of as mounts. Also the cars in Gurlamald. It's not like we don't know any engineers who would be very familiar with how cars, like Garlean cars work, who could fix one up for us. We could even have Sid and Nero compete to make us the best car, and then we get 2 of them out of it. Anyway. And with I want to do a series of shorts where it's like me being like, hey, I've been playing this game since 2014. Let me give you some advice. Let me give it some advice to new players. Like, if you want to be caught up by Evercold, you need to start playing, like, if you start playing now, there's people I know who've played the game and haven't, like, no-lifed it, but, like, have played the game while also working a full-time job and doing some other stuff in their life. They average about a month per expansion. So if people start playing, if people who are interested in playing start now, they can be caught up while pacing themselves fairly healthily, in time for Evercold to drop. But, like, if they wait until August to start, they're gonna be in a bit of trouble. They may have to scoot. Or hey, if you're interested in lore, level up at least one of every role from the beginning so that you don't stress yourself out later for role quests. If you don't care about lore, but you do care about wasting experience and you're on the free trial, maybe level up at least 2 jobs, so that way when you get to the point where a level 80 job or level 79 quest requires you to have done your level 80 role quest, you don't feel like you're wasting experience. I did not have a second job leveled when I did Shadowbringers in early access. It felt real bad when I saw, oh, I'm level 80 in this level 79 quest that required me to be level 80. Makes me, or like, still gives experience. This is bullshit. So yeah, those are some little previews of things that I want to talk about. And I'll probably do those videos using both sisters just to split the difference, because then Shizuru's whole thing is how comfy is that floor. This series where each week I go into a different piece of content in Final Fantasy XIV and rate how comfy that its floor is. But okay, it doesn't look like anything else wants to go wrong tonight. I hope. So, hi, Dawn Hunt Tracker. The Dawn Hunt Tracker has need of an intrepid adventurer. Well, if it isn't Shizune. We just talked about this, allegedly. Tell me, do you have a moment? Animal carcasses have been turning up one after the other over in Shaloni, and we've yet to figure out why. We were preparing to launch an investigation, but then we received this. A distinctive style, to be sure, but it's undoubtedly a mark bill. No less peculiar than the client who delivered it to either. Too small for a Hetzaro, and yet too furry to be a Lalafell. Whatever distant land they hail from, I doubt I've ever heard of it. The bill's design is certainly different. Looks like prey worth it killing. I feel like I've seen a bill like this before. So you've handled a request like this previously? I'll be damned. Lately, there have been sightings of a large beast roaming the plains, which we believe is responsible for the rash of carcasses. From what I've heard, it bears a striking resemblance to the creature depicted on this bill. To be frank, we'd all rest easier if the one who helped Veli Ramonda were the one to take this on. Would you lend us your strength? If it's been deemed a threat, it must be eliminated. Indeed. This is a matter we would be wise to approach with all due caution. It'd be best to speak with the client directly, as they'll be able to apprise you of all the details. They should be hanging about the tavern in Husatawi. I expect you'll have no trouble finding them. I find it interesting that they're like, yeah, it's too small to be a Mikote, and they don't even bother being like, hey, this thing looks more like a Hrothgar than, because like I would think that Palico would be mistaken as a Mikote or as a Hrothgar more than a Mikote, but the client appears to be of a race not from these parts. You'll find them soon enough if you look around the tavern in Husatawi. Hey, Flame! Alright. Now. Husatawi. Chocobo question mark? An unfamiliar bird-like creature stands before you, vaguely reminiscent of a chocobo. There he is! Yeah, they're gonna say, too small to be a Hetzaro, but too furry to be a Lalafell. Then he'd be too furry to be a Mikote, or a Hetzaro, too. It'd be Gibrald, right? Yes, I'm the feline who put out the bounty on the monster. Are you a hunter? Don't you mean Meowster? You look so disappointed saying that. Meowster? What in the... Oh, I see. You've met one of my kin before, haven't you? I hadn't realized other felines had ventured to these parts. But putting that aside, I've been searching for a capable hunter to aid me in my quest. Can I count on your help? Yeah, sure. Wonderful! You don't seem to have a grand hub for hunters in this land, so I was beginning to lose hope I'd find anyone. I'd better begin by telling you how I arrived here. It relates to our mark, you understand. The mark in question? None other than the Guardian Arkveld. The creature normally resides in the Forbidden Lands. My comrades and I were in the midst of investigating its territory when... a spider-like thing appeared, as if out of nowhere. Before we could make heads or tails of what it was, a cocoon nearby burst open, and from it emerged a newborn Arkveld. The two then began to clash in a fierce battle for supremacy. As the battle came to a head, the mysterious invader created a ring glowing with light. Before we knew it, the Guardian had disappeared without a trace. That'd be very funny, like, optional dialogue, wouldn't it? That'd be kind of incredible. Also, God, I hope those cat things are just, like, everywhere and I get to have one forever and ever. Give me those as housing NPCs. And then, all before me turned white. When I came to, I found myself in this land of Taral. Oddly enough, the invaders spoke just moments before the flash. I think it said, program loop upgrade. I have no idea what that means, but I'm guessing it has to do with why I'm here. I do appreciate the way they used Omega to explain the crossover. I was searching for a way home with my companion when I learned that a Guardian Arkveld was wreaking havoc nearby. I thought it best that I recruit a hunter to take it down before it could bring ruin to the wilds. Now that you're up to speed, I'd say we better get started. Did we get a decent explanation for the Stormblood crossover? The funny thing is Stormblood was the Omega raid, so if it weren't for the fact that they used Behemoth, I'd be like, oh yeah, they totally could have used Omega for that one too. Just have a bunch of Monster Hunter collabs every few expansions and just blame Omega every time. I'm sure this goes without saying, but when tracking prey, it's important to know what signs to look for. Every creature leaves its own unique trail. Guardian Arkveld's most distinctive traits are its white coat and scales, as well as the chain-like tendrils on its forelimbs, which it can extend and retract at will to bind its prey, if it doesn't slice you to pieces first. Whatever ground the beast treads, it's certain to leave behind marks from dragging its tendrils. From what I've heard, it was sighted in an area north of here called Yatanane. Let's see if we can't find signs of its passage. Everybody pray with me and like send up your energy so that the locations and names in Evercold are actually pronounceable. I say as we head into an expansion based off of Norse mythology, we're so fucked, y'all. I'm regretfully unfamiliar with the monsters in these parts, so I hope you don't mind taking the lead in our search. Oh yeah, I forgot! He follow! It's easier to track monsters that leave something behind, but in Arkveld's case, that'll be tricky. I think the best we can hope for is a few strands of its fur or markings left by its tendrils. No, because you say that like any Native American names that I might know haven't been horribly fucked up by the westernizations. I'd say Anglicization, except some of it's the French's fault. I believe. So, you know, it may not be quite what I am used to still. Discuss Husatawi. I noticed there are quite a few people in this town carrying curious weapons. I took such folk for hunters at first, but it turns out they're members of a group that catches folks up to no good. The Dust Watch, I think they're called. The hunters of my land are no strangers to capturing their quarry either, no. We use shock or pitfall traps to immobilize a beast, and then unleash a barrage of crank bombs to put them to sleep. I happen to be an expert at laying traps, so I'd be happy to put my talents to use should any fugitives cross our path. I'm pretty sure most areas in the Midwest that, like, have Native American names, what they actually have are Native American names that have been horribly mispronounced and eventually misspelled by, colonizers. So, you know. Oh, hello. Hang on. Let me get River out here. A heap of withered weeds. It bears an unmistakable resemblance to the plant matter found on tumbleclaws native to the region. I gather these dried weeds were left behind by a monster that uses them to camouflage itself. They certainly bear no connection to Arkville. In the Forbidden Lands, there are creatures called Mimifita that also mimic flowers to hide from predators. I remember this one time, some hunters disguised themselves with headwear in the spitting image of Mimifita. I'm not pulling your tail when I tell you it was impossible to distinguish them from the real thing. In any case, I don't see signs of Arkveld here. Let's keep looking. I mean, if you think about it, that's what chocolate and, like, tomato are like, Europeanized versions of native names. Tomatoes were originally called tomato. A name Final Fantasy XIV then burned it on the first before we could ever go to Fantasy South America. So, which is where tomatoes are originally from. Because that's why the enemies in, the Rock Peak of Greatwood are called that. And then I think chocolate was originally called chocodle or something like that. I know the word we use is, like, derived from the original word. Discuss Shaloni. As I understand it, sandstorms sometimes sweep across these plains. Is it right? Or is that right? The Forbidden Lands, similarly, had a tumultuous climate, the environment shifting greatly with the change of seasons. In the fallow period, the land grows barren, so monsters fight over what limited food they can find. And come the intense weather conditions of the inclemency period, apex predators begin to emerge, making it a very precarious time. But after that comes the period of plenty, when flora and fauna flourish in abundance. No matter the season, there's always something new to discover, bringing fresh excitement with each expedition. Also, fun fact, speaking of tomatoes, did you know originally, Europeans didn't like... Oh, interesting. Somebody should probably tell Max Miller, because the fun fact I'm about to share about tomatoes was partially him talking about the origins of them, and part of that was originally Europeans actually didn't like tomatoes because they thought they were poisonous. What the actual problem was that they were eating the tomatoes on pewter plates, and the acid in the tomato was causing the lead in those plates to leach out and mix with their food. Also, if you're interested in food history, you should check out Max Miller, or food or tasting history with Max Miller. It's really interesting. A pungent, sticky substance adheres to these clumps of yellow hair. Judging by the local fauna, these are likely the remains of a sunbeard, gorged upon by a grasslands worm. Oh! They are nightshade, but that's not why people were getting sick. It was because they have acid in them and it was leaching out the lead in the pewter plates. Not sure what left this behind, but Arkveld has white fur, not yellow. Come to think of it, all guardians have white, or have a white coat. Even the guardian variant of Rathalos, Crimson King of the Skies, is clad in white. At least, that's what I've heard. But that is neither here nor there. We should get back to our survey. Oh, what's this? The markings on the ground suggest something massive was dragged across it, with armor like scales strewn about the area. These scales. I'm certain they came from Guardian Arkveld. Yeah, we found it. To think it came so close to a settlement. Thankfully, it turned away, but there's nothing stopping it from coming back. We need to find its lair before anyone gets hurt. With everything we found, I believe we have what we need to locate our prey. If we're to give proper chase, we should call on my comrade resting back in town. Could I trouble you to gather a few samples before we go? Hi, buddy. My feathered friend here is called a secret. Not only does it make for a reliable mount, but it can also carry all the essentials for a hunt thanks to its sturdy build. And that's not all. It can even memorize the monster's scent and track it down. Useful. Try letting it smell what you gathered. Looks like it's picked up the scent. Now it can guide us to Arkveld. There's no time to waste. If you would mount the secret and scout out the location of our mark, I'll see to preparations for the hunt. Here, take this link pearl contraption. Managed to barter for it after exchanging a few things with a traveling merchant. With this, we should be able to stay in contact even when we're apart. It's kind of interesting how at this point the Warrior of Light doesn't have like a whole collection of link pearls of their own that they can hand out. Now then, you need only trust in the secret to guide you. I'm sure you'll find Arkveld in no time. Like, they've been adventuring for how long, and they don't have, something to give to people so that they can keep in touch. It always has to be somebody else. The secret runs cheerfully, or grunts cheerfully. It seems eager for you to climb upon its back. Yeah, all right, let's go. Woohoo! Hello? Are you there? Oh, good. I can hear you. This link pearl is a true gem. Although Arkveld lay dormant within its cocoon for a long time, guardians are said to awaken when they sense a powerful presence nearby. It may have turned back after approaching the settlement because something even stronger drew its attention. Maybe it turned back because it sensed me and got scared. That stormy dome in the distance marks a land dominated by fierce lightning storms, right? I sure hope that's not where Arkveld was headed. Why? Does lightning make Arkveld stronger? What? You found the remains of a monster? Quick, examine the corpse to see if there are any signs it was preyed upon. The beast has breathed its last. You see no bite marks on its body, suggesting the creature may not have been attacked as an act of predation. I exposit. I'd expect as much from a guardian. You see, unlike your average monster, they have no need to eat their prey. I think Arkveld may be fixated on the energies in this place, and felling any other monsters that get in its way. Sounds like a Tyrol of a drawl. Interesting. I didn't realize such creatures exist in this land. The world truly is full of limitless wonders. Guardians are a little different, but a creature gaining immense strength from an extraordinarily long life puts me in mind of tempered monsters. Very powerful creatures where I'm from. I mean, that's basically what a Vidral slash Auspice is. Well, that's a sound. Run! Run, little babies! I think I found it. What? That sounds like a turf war. Clearly, Arkveld's been on edge since it arrived here. I bet it's lashing out at anything it deems a threat. At this rate, it's going to throw the whole ecosystem out of balance. We have to stop it. But how? Oh, I've got it! Try taking out a pod from the pouch on the secret. You'll know what you found the right one if it makes your nose wrinkle. It's called a dung pod, and as you've undoubtedly noticed, it possesses a frightfully fetid smell. Whether it's a single monster or even a horde, a well-positioned throw would send even the most rapid beasts attacking. It has no effect on guardians, but the scent should be unbearable for whatever Arkveld's fighting. Throw it with everything you've got. Right. Don't worry, I'm so used to handling poop at this point that I'm numb to it. I've gone nose blind to the smell. I can't wait to find out what Evercold's poop gathering quest is gonna be. Will it be upfront about the fact that it's poop, or will it call it soil, and then you're just gonna have to make the connection? Also, hey, look, it's that Fate boss I still haven't fought yet, and still need the mount from, on my main at least. Oh, you're an Angie boy. You don't scare me. I'm the scary one. Me. That's right, run away. It's gone. Arkfeld fled as well? Perhaps it perceived you as you too as a threat, and returned to its den to recover its strength. Well, I'm sure you'd love to give chase. I'd like to regroup first. Stay put for just a moment. I'll be there in 2 shakes of a Rathalos' tail. Okay. How long is that? I guess I have fought a Rathalos before, so I can't play completely dumb. And look, I've got my bird with me too. Judging by the secret's gallant posturing, it's eager to resume the hunt. Had that turf war continued, it may have reached nearby settlements. Thank goodness the dung pod worked as well as it did. Arkfeld's lair appears to be further ahead. I expect it's recuperating from its battle and won't be emerging anytime soon. While we're searching for the Guardian, I took it or while you were searching for the Guardian, I took it upon myself to put together a camping kit. Let's set up shop near Arkfeld's lair and prepare for the grueling hunt before us. Yeah, let's go! Ah. Yeah! Look at how cute this place is! And look at all this! Wow! The Sacred is on alert, ready to act at a moment's notice. Come! Make yourself at home. No need to worry about any pesky monsters. I've already checked the area and we're perfectly safe. First things first, we feast. One should never hunt on an empty stomach, as we hunters say. I managed to gather everything we need to have ourselves a barbecue. So let's get to grilling. Oh, I bet Wook Lamont would love this. Oh, it's not fair. It's dripping juices, and it's got a crust on it. Yeah! Why is it eating? Wait, maybe it is. Is eating this an emote? Because if it's not, it should be. No, I did not play Wilds. I do know that is. I've seen, like, some clips of Limes playing it, Limelicious. So I know it is a rhythm game, cutting up the meat. And I've played World, so I know how dangerous playing this game hungry can be. Remind me, did World ever, or is there a Monster Hunter cookbook? Or is that just something people really think should be a thing? Mmm, delicious. Now, with your appetite sated and spirit soaring, I bet you could take on even the mightiest of monsters. Here, take these mega potions as well. They'll come in handy during the hunt. They're a special blend of the potions distributed by the Hunters Guild, mixed with fresh honey harvested by yours truly. Thankfully, we were in a period of plenty just before I was transported here. With that, I think you're all set. Allow me to formally make my request. Please hunt Guardian Arkveld and protect the life of it on these plains. Yeah! Fight unlocked! Okay. So, I'm gonna step away from it for a minute, because I got a bio. Real bad. But then, well, let me just, like, normally sit on this. It will not. Fake chair. Unbelievable. But yeah, so we are going to take a 3-minute ad break so I can go potty, and then we'll start putting the party together. So I will be right back, guys. All right, we're back. So, who wants in on fighting Arkfeld? Minimum item level, no echo, as usual. Also, let me hippity hop into Discord. Oh. Oh, is my, great. Nothing can ever be working the way I need it to, can it? I don't think my Steam Deck is... Not Steam Deck, Stream Deck is connected to my Discord right now. Let's fix that. There we go. Now. I guess I will set up Party Finder. And yeah, anybody who wants to join in, well, we're about to set up Party Finder, so. Oh, not raids, trials. Wood Wilds. All right. Yeah. Oh, hey, Legoshi. If you're watching the stream and not just joining in game. Oh, right, the Discord. Hang on. Let me also let people in the Discord know. Uh-oh. Oh, no, that's on purpose. So, a fun thing I did is, okay, this is my normal gaming layout, and then if I push a little button on my Stream Deck, behold, my streaming layout that has more space for Foogies to show up. So this way I don't have to worry about, uh-oh, there's so many people in voice chat with me that it's gonna cover up, like, stream chat. So yeah. I prepared for raid night. You're in the Discord, right, Legoshi? Just have Discord notifications on in the pantry. and the live channel will let you know. Smile.
Eventually.
It should tell you if you actually pay attention. Oh, StreamerBot is actually pretty good about like having the webhook work properly. It's not like back when I was using Me 6 and it would take like 15-30 minutes for it to realize, oh, I'm streaming, I should say something in the Discord. If it said anything at all. Anyway.
I have some like professional full-time like single salary streamers that still do all their live pings manually. I do not get it.
Do they want to hire me to just like set up StreamerBot for them? I'll do it.
At this point, I don't think it's because they don't know how to set up a bot. It's just it's just how he does it.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh.
Turns out I was logged out on Discord and Twitch, so that's why I didn't get a notification.
Oh, hey, then by the way, we still need a few people for mine Dawn Trail rating stuff starting on Sunday if you're available and interested.
Yeah.
It looks like M1 through 4 is winning the poll. I don't expect so many people to suddenly vote last minute that that changes.
Gotcha.
It'll be from starting at 4:30 on Sundays and starting on 7:30 on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. The trick has been trying to find people who aren't busy with UMAD.
I'm not sure how much I trust that follow-up poll with like the
only like 2 people. You didn't
I will be able to join that. Well, I didn't. Okay, so technically, well,
I should have done a third option.
Technically, neither of those options apply.
I know.
To me.
I should have done a third option.
I think like if we're short, wait, like hold off on it until we get more people, even if the reason people aren't available is whatever.
Okay, here's where we are so far. We need some people. I don't mind, because I have the raids unlocked on my main. I don't mind sitting in Party Finder on my main to find some randos to like join the static if that's what it takes. And in the meantime, we have one of our healers.
Be people who want to join a static in BC, though. Yeah.
No, I'd be very open about that. And I'm also going to be very, very upfront about the fact that I need people to show up on time and be available for the whole raid time.
Yep, it's hard, it's serious scheduling, but like, it also this is a casual static. We can't be too high strung.
It's a casual static for a stream for a Twitch stream that runs on a schedule.
Yeah.
So
what's up?
Hello.
Hello? I feel like I'm going crazy. I thought I just heard Zeb for a second.
You did.
But what? Why is Zeb? Wait. Why is Zeb Spooky not showing up?
I think your Fuki froze when Zev joined because it looks like I'm stuck on talking mode.
Zev, did you break Fugi?
Zev broke.
There we go. Okay, refreshed it and it's fine.
Toxic Fugi. Let's go.
Zev, we're in Party Finder. Just join the party. I would have to take us out of Party Finder to invite you.
Literally cannot invite people while you have a PF up, yep.
Which is really stupid.
What is this, a hunt train?
I wish people would be slightly less asshole-ish about people who do LFG chats, because sometimes they're doing it because they don't want to run the party and like make a party themselves, but like there's nothing in Party Finder.
So there's a couple points to this. Yeah, people shouldn't be assholes about it, but also if someone, I don't want to run the party. What do you mean run the party? Like I put a PF up,
inviting people,
and I don't do anything. I don't
here's
invite people.
the thing.
I put a PF
here's the thing, dude.
And I don't do anything.
Shout chat recruitment was how people did it on Gilgamesh for like a really long time, even once Party Finder was added to the game. So there is kind of a cultural thing that then got brought over by other servers when people started server visiting for trains. So I don't completely blame people if they're still used to how their server did things before other people pushed their way of doing it on them.
Yeah, hasn't been shout chat recruitment on any server I've run on in the last 3 or 4 years.
So but that's last 3 or 4 years.
Some super stuck in their way old heads,
or people who just came back to the game after not playing for a while. Because 3 or 4 years out of it for a nearly 14-year-old or 12-year-old game.
Yeah. The other thing is 9 times out of 10 when I hear someone complain about complain in shout chat about, wow, I wish people weren't such assholes about Party Finder. What happened is they said LFG, and then a couple people said in shout chat, auto translate Party Finder, please use it.
I mean, that can come across really passive aggressive.
Yeah, well, that they need to get over themselves then, because that's the information. The auto translate is fast.
Sure, but it's not like you're in the middle of a dungeon where you need somebody to the use stance as fast as possible. Please use it. You can use your words.
You're also not in the middle of a dungeon. You can go to Party Finder.
But yeah, either way, I think hunts need to be reworked very badly. I hope that's one of the things they're reworking for next expansion when they say they're doing stuff with overworld stuff. Because
I think hunts could learn a lot from critical engagements.
Yeah, well, because here's the thing, people get mad about hunt sniping and stuff, but someone, and I know this because I accidentally did it one time because I didn't realize it was an S rank. But when a level 100 can solo an S rank, Fugi, what are you doing? I do think there's a certain level of unreasonableness where either the game needs to change how hunts work, or Fugi, what are you doing? Why are you not working? But either the game needs to stop acting like an entire server owns something that somebody can solo, or is it Discord that's not working? Hello? Oh, did my Discord crash? Hang on. My Discord crashed. Hang on. Hang on. Hang on. Discord, what are you doing? When I said earlier, oh, did the game also crash? Or what happened? Is my internet working okay? Oh, my game hella crashed. My game hella crashed. Hang on. Okay, so stream is fine. Final Fantasy 14. Or something that is... Oh, I see. No, okay, so it's not 14 that's the problem. 14 is still working. Something is up with Discord all of a sudden. Discord wants to update before it lets me in. Maybe this is why Discord wasn't connecting to... No, I don't think it's OBS, because, I've never had this issue before. I think things just want to update. Yeah, Discord hella crashed. Hang on. Oh, is my computer not gonna wanna... Maybe that crash earlier fucked up more than I thought it did. Shit, am I gonna have to restart my... Oh, nope, here we go. Wait. Okay, hello? Oh, it kicked me out of the voice chat. Hang on, Discord's still thinking about things. It's thinking real hard. It's frozen. Why are you like this, Discord? Let me try opening it and or closing it and opening it again. No? Okay, Discord still is being funky for me. I'm gonna try like... Oh! Okay, I see. It may be my computer that's actually being funky. But... let's try quitting Discord from the tray and then restarting it again. Let me in. OBS may also be having a problem because I'm seeing stuff now in the stream preview that I'm not seeing in... Oh my god. What is going on? Am I gonna have to restart my computer? There may be something in the background that isn't working properly. Hey, Core or Zev, can I put one of you guys in, or like, can I put any one of you guys in charge of recruiting for the party? Okay. Core spoke up first, so I am going to put him in charge. While I... Oh, because we're on Party Finder. Hang on. Okay. You don't have to put the link in Party Finder. Just tell... If people ask, just tell them the name. But also, I'm about to restart, like, end the stream and restart my computer. Because something's freezing up and not letting me do something. I think something else on my computer crashed when the OBS crashed earlier. So yeah, I'm gonna restart and I will be back in like a minute. So yeah, I will be right back, guys.